the engine sound outside right now as I start the live stream. Um, I think there was a siren on the one video I recorded today, but other than that, there wasn't sirens all day, which is unusual. There's usually a lot of sirens throughout the day, but yesterday there was a lot of sirens though. So it's like they do a bunch of sirens yesterday, and then there was like basically none today. I think there was one that went off when I was recording today, and then but tonight, since the sun went down, there's been 3 sirens so far. It's 8:30 right now. So you hear that engine sound right now? So there's like no sirens all day, and then they're setting off the sirens at night. There's probably gonna be more sirens tonight. You hear the engine sounds? You can probably hear those engine sounds, right? That was really synced. So I think it was a fire truck and an ambulance a minute ago. There's definitely some ambulances, and I think I maybe heard police siren, or it might have been an ambulance siren. I don't know, but I've heard like 3 sirens since the sun went down. And they're all synced. They start up synced, and then they honk the horn synced, and I see a cop right now, I think. No, it's not a cop, but I just see a parade of stalker cars driving by though. And then I hear engine sounds synced with the stalker parade. And then I see other cars that are gonna meet each other at the intersection, and then a white car at the intersection. And then I see another car syncing with that car that met the other cars, and they're all synced, and they're synced. And then I see another car that's gonna come in the parking lot or something. Oh. Well, anyway, he looks synced with other cars driving by on the street. My refrigerator just turned off when he got to the intersection. And my neighbor walked in the hallway before I started the live stream. And then there's an engine sound when I started the live stream. There's an engine sound right now that sounds synced. And there's all these cars driving out that look synced. It's like 8:30 right now. 8:30 p.m. So it's a lot of synced cars out there right now. It's Tuesday night. This car just came and parked in this driveway right as the AC thing outside my apartment turned off, and then I hear this engine sound as he gets out of his car. Do you hear the engine sound rumbling? He's doing it again as this other car gets to the intersection. And the other cars, it was just sitting in the driveway with the lights on, but then they turned off when this other car drove by. I think he like locked the car when the car drove by or something. and it turned the lights off. Oh, and someone walked by me, and they probably walked by me at the same time. I didn't see him walk by me because I got this AC in my window, so I can't see. I think they walked by me at the same time, and I think they got a red shirt. It's dark out there, so I can't really see the red shirt. Go walk under the light so I can see your red shirt. Go walk in front of the one headlight light so I can see your red shirt. She's like walking in front of the intersection as this car drives through it, and I'm locking the car at the same time, and then I heard her car door close, I think. And then she walked up to her car and got in it when another car drove behind her car. And it's starting. And it's got a really loud engine, and there's this other car driving out, and it looks synced with it. And the AC outside my apartment is turning on, synced with it. Yes, stock, sync. Did you type your comment, synced? And she's sitting there in her car, and it's gonna pull off, synced. I see cars sinking in the meanwhile on the street, and I hear a dog barking that I think barked when these cars started barking when these cars met each other at the intersection, going opposite directions, synced. Mental, yes, it is mental. They're insane. They need mental help. This car just drove by me, and then he's driving out of the parking lot. The AC thing outside my apartment turns back on again. And it was like turning on and off a bunch of times again today, like just over and over, like all day. And like when I walk by the window, it's like it's broken. I see these two cars sinking as this other car is unlocking. It's just like like it just keeps turning on and off like that. And it's doing it synced with me, like walking around my apartment. If I turn around and walk the other way, like it just turns off and on or whatever. I see a bunch of cars sinking as the one car takes off and the other car's lights turn on at the same time. The girl with the red shirt is the one that took off, and the other one in the parking lot is taking off synced. And then he's driving forward synced with another car driving in front of his car. And then he's turning in the parking lot as his engine sound goes off. And then this other car looks synced in the parking lot, turning on. And then there's other cars, a lot of them driving by on the street, synced up, and they're all synced. And then when the one car gets to the edge of the parking lot and drives out, the other car takes off out of the parking lot. And it's a white SUV, and it's the last car driving out with all in the sync parade. And there's this other car in the distance that just like turns around with these bright headlights, like. And then there's this guy walking by. I think he's a sync head. I always see. Can't tell. Is it that guy? I think it's this guy that's a sync head that like pretended like he's a TI one time, like he's in the library. And like it was on video, think it was on YouTube Live, and he's like, yeah, man. Like, he's like saying that they gang stalk him, and he's like, yeah, man, it's all like human trafficking. They like take people's organs and shit. He's talking about like organ harvesting and all that, and then like I always see him synced. It was cause I always saw him sync before that too, and like I was recording him, and he was like, "Why are you always saying I'm a gang stalker, bitch?" Or whatever. Like he's like getting mad about it. He's like, "I'm gang stalked," and then like I just always see him synced, and it'll be like synced walking a dog and shit. I haven't seen him in a while, but I always see him synced every time I see him. I think that was that guy. I don't know. It looked like he got in a car synced, whoever he is. He's taking off. He's taking off as a white SUV drives behind him, and then there's other cars that look synced. He's sitting sideways in the parking lot, just sitting there. He's not taking off yet. He's backed up, synced. He's sitting sideways in the parking lot, and then when another car drives through the intersection behind him, he's gonna pull off synced. I bet that's what's gonna happen. Cause he's just sitting in front of the intersection, sideways in the parking lot. And his engine sound syncing with his car, and my AC, or the AC thing outside my apartment, turning back on again, syncs with it. And then other cars that look synced, and a bunch of cars that look synced, and the engine sounds keep syncing, and then it's syncing when the car takes off out of the parking lot, when the other cars drive behind it through the intersection. Yup. And then he's driving out of the parking lot synced with cars, and then the AC thing outside my apartment synced with it. And then there's a bunch of silver cars, I think. I see 2 silver cars at least. I think the other one was a whitey, actually. Okay, there's 2 silver cars perfectly synced. Now there's nothing. And now I see a car coming, and the AC thing outside my apartment turns on as this white truck drives out, and then I see cars that look like they're probably synced, but I don't know. Saw a couple of cars I don't know about. Now there's nothing in, and then sync. What's it gonna sync? What's gonna sync? When is it gonna sync? Where is it gonna sync from? A car drove out right as the AC outside my apartment turned off, and then there's a white car behind it, and then there's the engine sound synced with them, and then there's a car that's synced with them. And there's other cars synced with those cars, and then there's a Domino's car, and it's synced with the cars. And it's synced. Transgender? Nah. Are you? It's a full moon tonight. Everybody Everybody's a fucking lunatic tonight. They're all synced. I saw a white truck drive out synced with a car, and then he synced with another car at the other side. And then I hear engine sounds as these cars meet each other at the intersection, and I think a car is pulled and parked at the same time next to me. And then I hear a dog barking. Is it synced? Usually is when I hear a dog barking. Usually is when I hear a dog barking. So I see two black cars driving out, and they seem to be syncing with the AC outside my apartment. But anyway, there might be another siren right now.